Hey, I'm out here with Bruce again. Bruce is gonna help me get the refrigerant out of Pepper so I can repair that pipe underneath that I showed you earlier. He's got a recovery tank set up. Let's go take a look at it and see what it does. Damn, it's the whole thing. That's what I see when they come by and work on the house.
Yeah.
So all that is just like a compressor.
Yeah, it's just a pump.
A pump.
Pumps it out.
Will you be able to tell how much you took out?
We can weigh it before
Okay.
and after.
All right, special thanks to Bruce for helping me out there. If it wasn't for him, I would have had to gone to an actual shop to drain the refrigerant out of this car so that I can replace the pipe. So what's next with that? Well, I gotta take the refrigerant pipe that got kinked by a jack or a jack stand somewhere where it shouldn't have been, and it kinked the pipe. It is on the passenger side. On this side, it runs lengthwise. So that'll be in the next video. So we got other work to do. I've got Gabe gonna help me on the transmission fluid. So let's change gears, literally and figuratively, and start flushing the fluid on Pepper. Let's do it. All right. Hey, we are underneath Pepper here. We gotta change the transmission because the transmission fluid, because we don't really know how long it's been in here, but the car has 102,000 miles. So I'm just gonna say that it has 102,000 miles on the transmission fluid. So Gabe's gonna be handling this, but I wanted just to kind of go over an overview so that he can hear it and then my viewers can hear it too on what we're gonna be doing. So changing transmission fluid on a Porsche is pretty easy. There's two different spots that you drain the fluid, where you access the fluid, from here and from here. Now, this is your fill, and obviously this is your empty. But this is the trick when you do transmissions, is you always loosen the fill first. And the reason is because if you strip out that bolt, then no harm, no foul, the transmission still has fluid in it. But if you go and you drain the fluid and then you try to loosen that and that strips out, how are you gonna get the fluid back in, right? So always check to make sure that this is loose, that you're able to loosen that first, and then go after the drain plug.
All right.
So with that, come on in, go bust the nut, but bring in. I would pull it.
Pull it. That does not want to go.
Well, you're gonna have to use some muscle. There you go. Okay. Yeah. You have to bust a few knuckles every now and then. But don't take it out.
Don't take it out.
You just want to make sure you can loosen it.
Okay, it's
Okay.
loosened.
Now let's do the bottom one. There. Not bad. Just drop it in there. Not bad. I'll get your towel. That looks pretty good. It's a little burnt, like brownish, but it's transparent and it smells good. Meaning that it has a proper smell to it.
Yeah, they look good.
See, it's nice and like caramel, right?
Syrup.
Yeah, like syrup. Ooh. I'll get you a towel. Hang on. All right, we're going to be using the AMSOIL Severe Gear, exactly what I used on my Turbo S. I'm going to use this on Pepper. It is an SAE 75W by 90. It's exactly designed for these types of transmissions. It's going to be great. I am an AMSOIL rep, so if you're interested in saving 25% or getting free shipping on this, then check out my affiliate link in the description below in the AMSOIL section and click on that link and it'll get you right to the savings. So with that, let's go ahead and get the transmission fluid in the car. There's 2. Let's go to 3. There you go. Okay.
This one?
Yep, that's your filler.
There you go.
Nothing should come out of that.
I should be able to just turn it with my
Yeah,
hand.
you can do it by hand.
Yeah.
What we need to do is we need to replace those crush washers. And I'll show you what crush washers here in a minute. Now, since you're the rookie, you get to stick your hand in there and find the other plug that you dropped in there.
This is the rookie ritual.
For the record, I didn't tell him to drop it in there, so he did it all by himself. Right, so there's some crush washers in here that need to be replaced. These are single use, and the whole point of a crush washer is when you tighten it in place, it crushes the metal, and in this case, I believe this is aluminum, will seal up against the metal of the transmission and keep it from leaking. Since I already did this for CK, I already know the size of the crush washer. Look at that. Cool. That's that. There. We'll do it one more time. By the way, if you need a box of crush washers, I'll put a link in the affiliates section of my description below. And you can get the same kind that I'm using here. And there you go. All right, so let's take these back. Get rid of this. Recycle. What? Oh.
There it is.
Did you record that?
I got a little bit of
Okay,
it.
because it just flicked. Okay, so
I
we got
recorded
it.
and then it popped out.
Okay.
Maybe a little bit. Give or take a few seconds.
All right, so we're gonna go ahead and put this back in, and then we're gonna torque it in place.
And so you want it to be kind of caramelly?
You don't want it to be cloudy or
Cloudy.
full of metal.
Okay.
Yeah, because that's bad. And I gotta get the specs on the torque. I don't think it's all that much. I think it's like 22 foot-pounds. Okay. Make sure it's fully seated. Come on.
There we go.
Oh wait, it's loose. Flip it the other way. There you go. Okay, now get some. You did it. Okay, do it again for me one more time, just to make sure. Okay, good.
All right, we're gonna prepare the bags with the transmission fluid, and we're just taking these off and then cutting off the tip. There we go. And you're gonna unscrew this. How do you go? There we go. And take these off.
All right, now that we're ready to fill, I like these bags because it makes it super easy to get them in here, right? Especially when you don't have, these need to be super tight. Not super tight, but tight. Especially when you don't have that crossbar. Just get it in there and just squeeze it in until it's empty. And then the question is, well, how do you know when you're full? Well, you know how much it takes. It takes about 4 quarts. But you keep filling it until it starts draining out of the spout of the filler hole.
Okay.
So you can see, and nothing's happening, nothing's dripping out because it needs all of this. And you just keep doing this. It will spill. It may come out a little bit, but no big deal. But you want a consistent pour coming out. If it's just a couple of drops, you may have just moved it a little bit.
Mm-hmm.
But if you don't have 4 in there, then you're not done.
And then when it starts pouring, do you just want to wait till it stops?
No, once it stops pouring, once it starts dripping out and you think you're full, put the cap back on.
Okay.
Yep. Because your fill line is basically right at the edge of that. You can see
Okay.
this is almost empty. Excuse me. There's a little farting. You hear that?
Yeah.
You want to try to get it all out. Okay? Just like that. And this is way cleaner than I did it the first time because I left that bar in place. It was a pain.
All right.
And that's it.
All right, so Mr. Yogi's on his call, and I've been putting in these bags. I haven't used all of them, but here's that straight line he asked for, and that's how you know it's right here at the edge. Sorry, right here at the edge, right at the top. Perfect amount. It's draining into here, and yeah, you want this steady stream, and that's how you know it's at the top. I still have one bag left. One bag left, and this one's about half full. And yeah, I'm gonna go ahead and put the bolt back in now.
Always go backwards first until you get it seated and then go forward.
Where are you, Groove? There we are.
Yeah, you got it.
Okay. All right, and the bolt is back in. And you want me to use?
You gotta torque it now.
Yeah, I'm gonna torque it with this. It's on.
Yep, should be
Tighten.
set.
There we go.
Awesome. Okay. So what's up? So what do we got? So we are ready here, right? Almost.
Yeah. So today we prepped the wagon for sale. We took pictures of it.
I'll do that tonight.
Put it up on the market.
I'll do that
so you want me
tonight.
to scratch it out?
Nope, we'll leave it up until I do it.
And then where did it go? Flush transmission fluid on Pepper. We did that.
Okay.
And
I think that's next thing we're gonna do is do the brakes on both of these tomorrow.
okay.
And then we'll fix the convertible top on Pepper and then the passenger door.
All right, and we're
Cool.
working on the windows.
All right, so I'm gonna cut the video right there. I'm gonna keep the video short moving forward through the summer. That way I can drop them more frequently. But we knocked out a couple of things. Like I said, I took care of the refrigerant in Pepper, so now I can swap out the pipe underneath and get air conditioning working in this car again. And of course, thanks to Gabe. Gabe, how did you like doing the transmission fluid?
I loved it.
Yeah?
First time, all on my own.
Yep. So, and you got dirty, dropped a bolt into the oil. Everything was cool. What are you looking forward to next?
I mean, I'm really excited about all this, especially the car taking up the spots inside the garage.
Yeah, that's a great point. Thanks, Gabe. So that right there inside the garage is Olaf. For my long-term viewers, you know who Olaf is. This is my first car on this channel. Well, my son decided to blow the engine maybe, and we got to pull it and inspect it, and then maybe put a new one in. So that's what's coming up next week. We're gonna switch gears, but I'm gonna pepper in some Porsche content in there. So don't turn away just because it's an Audi, I promise, all right? And with that,
We'll see you next time on Yogi's Garage.
so with that,
Let's fix it.
no. I'm gonna leave
Okay.
that.